Good afternoon again, MAT 101 students. Before we just did problems, 5 problems you just did, hopefully, on addition in various bases. We're going to do now subtraction in various bases. Okay? So, I've uploaded the rules for you. Kind of ideas, line up the symbols, leave a space down the side to list the elements like we did in addition, subtract additions exactly the way you always did in base 10. Now, if the second quantity is less than the first one, you got to write down the answer. If it doesn't, then you're going to end up with a little bit of funky thing. But you can read over the rules and you'll see them as we go along. So, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to, it's on the same page, 192, 193. So first, I'm going to do the odd number problems, you do the even number problems. Again, I'll do 5 of them. So suppose you have the problem, 338 base 9, subtract 274 base 9. Just like we did before, in base 9, we'll list all the symbols you have. That's 0 through 8. So we'll take the first number, 8 subtract 4. Well, that's very, very easy. All you got to write down is a 4 in the answer, 4 base 9, because we have a 4 over here. The next one, 3 subtract 7. 3 subtract 7. Okay, what we're going to do in this case, we're going to take 3 subtract 7. You can't subtract the 7, so we're going to end up borrowing one from the 3. So therefore, that leaves that number a 2. Now here's where it gets funky. And what you'd end up doing is you'd probably make this a 13, but not what you're doing in base 9. Base 9, you're going to borrow a group of 9. So you're going to have the 9 plus the 3 from here, which gives you 12. Now what you're doing is you're going to take 12, subtract 7, that's where the 5 comes from. And if you had 3 before, we crossed it out, made it a 2, we borrowed from that. So now you have 2 minus 2, you get 0. So therefore the answer is 5, 4, base 9. Okay, problem number 22, take your computer, put it on pause like you did before. Check your answer over. Hopefully you get along, you'll get better as we go along. Let's go to problem number 23. 23 gave the problem 1101 base 2 minus 111 base 2. Okay, the only digits in base 2 are 0 and 1. So if you have a 2 or a 3 in your answer or 4, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't exist. The only numbers you have is 0 and 1. So we'll start off. 1 minus 1 is 0. That's 0 base 2. Next one. 0 subtract 1. Ah, there's the problem. You got to borrow from the number to its left. Okay, this 1. Okay. Next. So that becomes a 0. Next. Now, we're going to we're borrowing the 2. So that gives us 2 plus 0 gives us a 2. And 2 minus 1 gives the answer of 1. Let's take the next one. 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1. Okay? You're going to borrow from the number to its left, making it into a 0. Okay? And now 2 plus 0 is 2. Subtract, you get 1. Record the 1 over here. Done. If you can't put a 0, but you do not have to put a 0 in your answer. You can put the 0 here, you don't have to, that's up to you. So what I'm really saying here, this is the problem, this is the groups you're carrying over. In this case, I'm carrying over groups of 2s. And here's the number you borrowed. So in this case, you got 2 minus 1, that's where the 1 came from. 2 minus 1, that's where the 1 came from. So we didn't have to borrow here. Try problem number 24. Okay, problem number 25. 25 now is operating in base 7. Okay, so they gave you problem 4223 base 7 minus 304 base 7. Okay, you can't subtract 3 from 4. So what you're going to do is you're going to borrow from the 2. So that becomes a 1. Now, you're going to take over a group of 7. Not 12. It's not going to be 13. It's going to be 7. So 7 plus 3 gives you the answer of 10. And 10 minus 4, that's a piece of cake, is 6. Let's go to the next problem. 1 subtract 2. Okay. Actually, it's 1 subtract 0. I'm sorry. We crossed this out. 1 minus 0 gives you 1 base 7. That's where the 1 came from. The next problem tells us take 1, okay, which we left over, minus the 3. Okay, we have to borrow from the 4. So that becomes a 3 now. Okay, and 7 plus 2 gives us the 9. And 9 minus 3 gives us the answer is 6. That's where the 6 comes from. So it's 6 base 7. And the last problem, we just carried a 3 down into the answer. Any questions? Okay, come on, try problem 26. And last but not least, problem number 27. Actually, we got 2 more, really. Okay, we're operating in base 5 now. So they gave us the problem. 4232 base 5. Take away, subtract 2341 base 5. Okay? All right. So 2 minus 1 gives us 1. Okay? 3 minus 4, we're going to have to borrow. So we're going to borrow from this 2. Okay? So that's going to become a 1. Okay? And now we got a group of 5 that we just borrowed. So 5 plus 3 is the 8. And 8 minus 4 gives us the answer of 4. Then, so now we got 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay? Where did we get the 6 from? I borrowed from here. I had a 4 that made it a 3. There's the group of 5 we carried forward. And 5 plus 1 generates the answer of 6. And 6 minus 3 is 3. And 3 minus 2 gives you the answer of 1. So the answer is 1341 base 5. And the last problem, problem number 29. Again, after 27, please pause. See how well you're doing. Be honest with yourself. Okay? That's the only way you're ever going to learn. Okay, 3 subtract 4. Okay? What you're going to do there is you're going to make this, you're going to have to borrow. You're going to borrow from the 11. So that's going to make that a 10. Okay? What are we going to borrow? We're going to borrow 12 because we're operating a base 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. That's where the 15 came from. Then 15 minus 4 generates the answer 11. And you and I both know that in base 12, 11 has a special name. We call it B. Next number, 11. Okay, we borrowed from there. That was a 10, right? So 10 from 11 we can't do. So we got to borrow from the 3. That becomes a 2. What do we borrow? We borrowed a group of 12. 12 plus 10 is 22. And 22 take 11, gave us the answer 11, which is equal to B. And 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay? Last column, 10 minus 2 is 8. So your answer is 81BB, base 12. Do problem number 29. Let's look it over. Then do problem number 30. Wish you good luck. And we'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye now.